Alright, I'm going to talk about one more plant that we'll be using called Datura. What it does is it keeps your livestock or wild animals from eating your crops. What you do is you build a barrier of it and you plant it within your crops, like space it out like every fourth plant is a Datura plant, and the whole border around your garden should be Datura plants, and if you do that, animals know to stay away from it. It's even been anecdotally, and it's probably, I'm sure there's some document of it, but cows, they will actually eat around the plant. They won't eat the plant. They know not to touch it because it makes them feel weird. So we will be utilizing that plant as a deterrent to protect the crops in the community. Because we hope to be self-sustainable not only in biodiesel but within farming and food sources. I'll get more into the restaurant and farming aspect of the town in later videos, but we hope to use Datura as a deterrent to keep the wild animals and the livestock from eating our crops, because that does become a problem when farming. So that will hopefully eradicate that issue, and we won't have to face it. And if we do, we can start possibly even creating sprays and pesticides made from it, so that the animals will eat the crops and then believe that it has the qualities of the datura, and then they will be afraid to eat the crops. So that would actually be something that we could spread to other communities as well, because there are communities that have datura growing rampant and wild, and they don't know what to do with it, and they actually cannot eradicate it, and they're scared of it because it is poisonous and it can harm people. But if we could utilize it for something like this, we could possibly help people protect their crops and keep food supplies up. So that's something that we will be doing and looking into and utilizing is Datura, because we can easily plant that around our crops and keep them safe, and that will keep everything in order and make sure that the environment does not work against us, because we want to do everything we can to work with the environment and have the environment work with us, because we want to be a community that is integrated into the environment. That is our entire goal, is to integrate ourselves into the environment while moving forward into the future. I should write a mission statement or something, but that, if I did, and I might, that's what it will be. We want to integrate into nature while moving forward into the future, and we want to look to the past for guidance, but we will not look to the past for answers, because the past, if they had the answers, we wouldn't be seeking questions anymore. So we will just look to the past to see which questions to ask. We will, and for to see if other people got close to the right answer and stuff. Because a lot of people, they look to the past and they say, why aren't we like the Indians? Why aren't we like the settlers? Why aren't we like the blank, blank, blank? And the reason we aren't like that is because it didn't work. So we evolved past it because too many people were being robbed, or too many people were being killed, or things of that nature. So we hope to help bring the next step of human evolution about by mixing things like datura into the environment, and not mixing it in, it's already there, but using it for things that are actually beneficial, instead of fearing it and uh, treating it as a outcast, if you can call a plant an outcast, which in modern times you could call a plant an outcast. There are many plants that are outcasted from society, but if we treated plants a little nicer, we could do things with them. And I also, this is a little bit out there, I'm sorry that I'm adding this in this video, but I believe that aliens will not communicate with us until we communicate with another species. Why should they? If we aren't open enough to speak to at least one other species of plant or animal and accept what they have to say to us about our planet and about ourselves, why should another species of anything talk to us? If we as a species will only speak to human beings and not accept anything else as equal or anything but food, why should another species speak to us? But I just want to integrate with society and integrate with society with the environment. And I believe that utilizing things like Datura to protect the crops it would be a strong step forward in that. So we will be doing that in the community, and we'll see how it works. And if you look into it, I'm pretty sure there is. I've read about it. The cows not eating it, and wild animals eating around it and stuff. So I know there is. I know it will work to an extent. I just don't know if they will maybe walk over and eat the crops. So, but at that point, we would just need to create some kind of pesticide that would give the animals the same effects and make them feel as if the crop is Datura-like, and then we would bypass the entire problem altogether and be able to grow our crops and only have to worry about the nature at that point, the elements. So this video is getting kind of long.